The Doctor Who Alhambra Podcast. Real Doctor Who fans with real Doctor Who opinions.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Alhambra Podcast, a podcast dedicated to discussing and reviewing all things Doctor Who, Big Finish, and other science fiction stuff that tickle our fancy. In this episode, episode 386 of the podcast, we are going to go back in time. Yes, myself, Liam, Legion, and Humphrey are going to share our thoughts and feelings on Big Finish's monthly adventures from main range 101 to 150. Now, this is just because there is, at the time of this being dropped, a sale on those ranges, and we have no ties to Big Finish, but I love our list. I am a listology type of a person. I do love re-listening to these ones, as well as in a previous podcast, myself, Liam, discussed the better jumping on points or whatnot for Big Finish. And not only does I feel as though this give people a good idea of our thoughts on the matter, but also, where you could possibly jump on or just like solo stories. Additionally, what I think is really kind of cool with the Big Finish website is, as currently constituted, they have these ranges broken up so that you can basically find your own jumping on point. If you want all the Fifth Doctor stories from this range, get this bundle. If you want all the Ace stories, here. If you want all the Hex stories, here. If you want all the Charlotte Pollard stories, the Nissa monthly adventures. I find it so great that they are able to break into all of these stories that will help people find a good jumping on point with either the Doctor or companion at the time. So I think that is something that I think is quite cool that they're doing. Again, we don't get any feedback from them. We don't get a kickback or feedback from Big Finish. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this podcast. It comes from episode 227 of the Doctor Who Alhambra Podcast. Keep in mind, we will be talking about the 5 lowest rated, 5 highest rated from the fans of the timescales, as well as giving our top 5 and then notable mentions, because Liam does need to get his 17 top 5s in. If you'd like to reach out to us, we'd love to hear from you. Email the show at alhambraaudio@gmail.com. You can tweet the show at Alhambra Podcast. DMs are open. And now, without further ado, we are going to go back in time to April 17th, 2022. So I guess with that, we will start our discussion for our favorite top 5 releases from Big Finish's main range from episodes 101 to 150. And before we do that, I went on to timescales and found the top 5 rated between those episode numbers and the 5 worst rated for episode numbers. So what would you like me to do first? The best or the worst?
Let's do worst.
We'll do the worst first.
All right.
We'll do the worst first.
So top 5. So number 1 is the worst. So I'm going to start with number 5. Number 5, Lurkers at Sunlight's Edge has a fan rating of 6.4.
Completely agree. Still higher than I thought it would be. But
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to ask Humphrey what he thinks of it.
It was boring.
Yeah, I thought so too. Number 4, The Boy That Time Forgot, 6.3
That's at
rating.
4?
That is number 4.
Oh my.
Good story.
You're telling me there's 3 worse than that?
You know that's going to be in Humphrey's top 5.
No, not quite.
I will tell you,
Top
going
6
back
then.
to one of the messages that you left on the group, Legion, I was just like, that's going to be easy. No, it was a lot harder than I thought it was. There is a lot of, sorry for saying
Garbage.
this, a lot of crap between 101 to 150.
Yep.
Yes, there is.
Yep.
All right. Number 3, The Key to Time Chaos Pool, 6.2 average rating.
Interesting.
I don't remember it, so it must be no, it can't have been that great. I mean, it wasn't that great, but I can't remember it at all.
Number 2. I need to get a sound for Humphrey, like liking something, because all I got is.
Oh God, that's a god awful story.
But I know he doesn't feel about this number 2. I believe Absolution.
I haven't actually listened to that one.
You're not missing anything.
Oh, okay.
No.
So yeah, 6.2 average rating from people at Timescales. So the number 1 worst story between 101 to 150 with an average rating of 5.3, The Dark Husband.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah,
There are way worse stories than that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of them that, I could have put on there, but because of, like Demons of Red Lodge is low, but when you average out like the special features, whatever, it bumps it up ahead of all of these. So that's one reason why that wasn't on there. And there's another one that had a 2-parter. I can't think of which one it was at the time, that the main story was really bad, but the secondary, like 1-part episode was not hated. And so the average threw it above.
Oh, was that the Mind's Eye?
Kingdom of Silver?
Yeah, Mind's Eye, yeah. All right. So, top 5 on Timescales.
Wasn't the Mind's Eye the one? Wasn't the Mind's Eye the one where Aramem left?
No, that was.
Oh no,
Bride of
no.
Peladon.
Sorry, Bride of Peladon.
Yeah,
sorry, ignore me.
So top 5.
Good story, actually.
Yeah. Number 5, The Eternal Summer, with 8.4 as the average rating. I've tried to listen to that a whole bunch of times. I've fallen asleep. So, I mean, I've tried. I don't know if it's a bad story. I've just fallen asleep. Number 4, Legend of the Cybermen, with an average rating of 8.5.
No.
Both these have been utter garbage. What is wrong with fans? Next, you're going to say number 1, Haunting of Thomas Brewster.
No, that was actually number 6 as the worst rated. It was just barely. Lurkers at Sunlight's Edge just barely squeaked out Haunting of Thomas Brewster.
Really?
Yeah. Which I totally agree. Lurkers at Sunlight's Edge is horrible.
Yeah, but so is Haunting of Thomas Brewster.
Yeah, but if I had to choose which one I had to listen to, it would be Haunting of Thomas Brewster. All right. Number 3 on the top rated on the Timescales with an average rating of 8.6, Magic Mousetrap.
Oh, that was good.
That was good, yeah. Number 2 with an average rating of 8.7, The Architects of History.
Ooh.
Oh, good. I do like that one.
And number 1, the top rated on Timescales between episodes 101 to 150 with an average rating of 9.5, A Death in the Family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, at least, I agree. I actually agree with 2 of them on the list. In fact, I came up with the list after I made my top 5 list, and I was pleasantly surprised that 2 of them were on my list. So I feel some sort of vindication. And then the other ones, I like what I like, and I don't care. All right. So with that, we'll just go. I don't know if you guys have it in any particular order, but we'll just go with number 5. So, because I do kind of have a particular order, but I don't at the same time.
No, I don't really.
So number 5. Do you want to start?
The Condemned.
Ooh. Are you? Were you looking at my list because that was my number 5?
Nope.
Do you have a spy camera somewhere in my room?
Well, now that you mention it, I mean, that'd be rather ironic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, because what was going on last night should not be seen by anyone's eyes whatsoever. So, wait, just 1 second. I have a sounder for that one.
That would get her oily.
All right.
Now what you need to do is just add the sound of the Transformers sound transforming after that, and you're onto a winner.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to go right after Liam because number 5 for me is also The Condemned. It's a great story. Isn't it Charlie and the Sixth Doctor's first story? Is that right?
Yes,
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
And also the first story of Menzies.
yes.
I'm very much going to jump on the bandwagon here and say that The Condemned is my number 5 as well.
As is mine.
Wow. Look at that. We all agree on something.
It's taken 8 years, guys. 8 years.
Shit the bed.
All right. Well, that will conclude. This is the last episode of the Dr. Alhambra Podcast. Thank you for listening. It's all done. We've agreed on something. So there's no more purpose.
No.
What is that black luminous, ominous cloud outside?
All right.
The
Liam,
apocalypse, you say?
Number 4. Yeah. Number 4.
Oh God. I see. I kind of noted I noted them in my head, and I've now kind of forgotten them. What were the decent ones?
We could go back to episode 200 and Legion can tell you what your favorite ones were.
Screw you. The Rain Cloud Man.
Oh, the Rain Cloud Man. Yeah. I like that because that's not only part 2 of Menzies, but it's just a fun story. Just enjoyable.
It is. It's It's a my number 4.
Hang on. I'm gonna have to pull this up
Is-
because I'm really not remembering the
I wonder if you've listened to all of them though, Liam.
I have.
Remember the ones that he likes, the ones that he hasn't listened to
He
because
likes. He hasn't read.
he hasn't. There's nothing.
No,
to
I
hate.
have listened to every single monthly adventure.
I'm taking a piss out of your top 10s from episode 200.
Mm.
My number 4 is another Sixth Doctor and Charlie. I'm doing a Liam. The name of it has completely gone out of my head.
What was it?
The Doomwood
Lee?
Curse.
Doomwood
Oh,
Curse.
That's a good one.
Doomwood Curse. The Doomwood Curse is a good one. Just because it's so Downton Abbey cliche. And it's got the Grell in it. And the Grell are a good fact.
Yeah.
Load, would you?
There we go.
There we are.
I'm loading.
I don't want.
Mine is Cobwebs, which is Fifth Doctor story. It's the first of the new Nyssa stories, the older Nyssa. I like it because it's in many ways very creepy story and very atmospheric. And the ending isn't how you would expect either, which I rather
It's
like.
very much a base under siege.
Yeah. And also, instead of mad scientist, mad robot or mad AI.
Yes.
So now I'm
Yes.
going to accuse Humphrey of having a spy camera in my room because Cobwebs is my number 4. Because just like you said, I love that we get the reunition of Nyssa with Tegan and Turlo. And even though they just barely had finished like the whole, they left Nyssa off at Terminus, then they had the next story. This one takes off right after the next story. But for Nyssa, it's been about 50, 70 years or something like that. So
Yeah.
I
50
really,
years.
I like the continuation factor. And
Yes.
you know what? I think that's going to be kind of like some of the bummer of the just doing adventures in box sets, because I think it's going to be harder for them to do a continuation from a specific story in a box set unless they decide to have the whole like range of box sets for something to be in that specific time period.
Or they tot up a 6-parter as a box set.
That's true. They could do that.
They already have done.
God, there are some absolute shite in this range, isn't there? Of this 1 to 150.
Uh-huh.
I think I've got my
Yeah.
top 3 anyway.
All right.
So
So number
Cool.
3.
number 3, I would say
1 hour later.
Architects of History.
Interesting. I don't know why.
Third Klein story, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like
Yeah.
the secondary Klein arc. I don't know why. I just don't.
Thank you. No, neither do
I
I.
don't like it.
I think Klein's story is a good episode,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like the rest of it.
No.
I mean, it's an.
I out of the trilogy, I like that one the most because it resolved Klein's story and she became good and whatever. But it was just the most interesting, out of all of that.
Didn't it have giant walking killer sharks in it as well?
Yeah.
That's a plus.
Yeah, that was the they featured in a companion chronicle.
Calorans.
No, not Calorans. The Calorans are the dog ones.
Yeah. Let's see. While I'm looking this up, they also appeared in the Seventh Doctor Virgin
appeared in-
novelization series in the 90s.
They appeared in the companion chronicle, the House of Cards, I believe.
Yeah. And they were called the Salations, by the way.
Salations, that was it.
Salations.
I do like the House of
Yeah.
Cards on the Companion Chronicles. That is a good story.
I've not listened to it.
You know, one of these days
It's
we're gonna
basically
have.
about Ben and Polly in a casino.
Yeah. One of these days we're gonna have to do like a top 5 favorite Companion Chronicles or something like that, because that would be fun.
Well, I mean, the last one is coming out this month, so
Ooh,
prime time to do it.
Oh, retrospective.
yes.
I
Especially
just realised
since the
how Kempai
whole
sounded then.
range is gonna be
Thing.
closed until they unclose it again, probably, maybe.
Hmm.
All right. Number 3 for me is Magic Mousetrap. I thoroughly enjoy Magic Mousetrap. I remember like where I was when I was listening to it. I was actually at the gym on an exercise machine and I got so into it. I just was sitting on like a machine for a while and somebody like tapped me on the shoulder like, how long are you going to be on this for? I'm like, oh, sorry.
God. My number 3 is 45.
Ooh.
See, I wanted to do 45, but there's only one story I really like. And I'm like, I don't.
The Word Lord?
Yeah. I don't like the whole box set enough for one story.
The first story was good.
I like
one set in Egypt.
the first story, the Egyptian one, and I like the fourth story. They make it for
same.
me.
Same.
That is why it's in my top. I enjoy the short 4-parters.
I think if
Like,
done well.
I think some of them are excellent.
I think if
Oh,
done
yeah.
well.
If done well.
Yeah. But and that's the other shame of them closing the main range is because I feel as though that a proofing ground for good writers could be done through those, like, because they always seem to, for the longest time, they would always come out in December. And so it'd be
Yes.
a good proofing ground for
Yes.
like, because I feel as though that, be somebody who's able to write a good companion chronicle is an okay writer because you just have the talent of juggling a 2-hander. Whereas when you are doing a short trips, you are juggling basically an audiobook. Whereas like a proofing ground would be how well can you do a full cast and everything. And so I think that's one of the biggest shames of them closing the main range is you don't have that because, through the main range, we had Elizabeth Miles. She was the one that did one of those stories in Breaking Bubbles. I think she did the Breaking Bubbles story.
Yeah.
Rick Briggs started out, didn't he? He wrote Demons of Red
Mhm.
Lodge, which
Yeah.
okay isn't the greatest, but he went on to write a four-parter as well, I think.
Yeah.
Never to be heard of again.
So, Humphrey, what is your number 3?
A Death in the Family.
Oh,
'Kay.
controversial that it's only 3.
I know, but I'm looking around my room for a camera. Just looking around for a camera. Okay.
It is a very good story, an incredibly sad story.
It is the most beautifully written story. And I like that, even though you put it as number 3, I like that this kind of continuation from our 45 discussion, because, the Word Lord, to me, the Word Lord is the best villain ever written in any Doctor Who medium, because he is
Yes.
so powerful. And I feel as though that them killing him off like that was a shame, but he's so powerful
Yeah.
that you can't allow him to roam free. And so it's a shame that we kind of don't have further Word Lord stories, but like he's unstoppable for, essentially.
So the Word Lord is equally terrifying and hilarious. There's, I think it's in A Death in the Family where he stood at the edge of the lake
Duck
with
pond.
Hex.
Yeah, it's a duck pond.
That's the one, Duck Pond with him, and he's just like, just stand back a minute. And Hex is like, why? He was like, well, you don't want to be covered in raw duck. And, just blows up the ducks
With a
by
grenade.
changing the word bread.
Oh, it's been a while since
Ooh.
I need to re-listen to that. That is
I
a
need
good
to
one.
re-listen to that, but it made me cry. I mean, I know it's not hard to make me cry, but it made me cry.
It was an
I mean,
incredibly sad
to me,
story.
the hardest part about A Death in the Family is, again, it's one of those mopey Hex stories.
What other kind of Hex story is that?
Well, I mean, there's, the Angel Scutari where he, is, gung-ho, ready to go and whatnot. But then there's like the whole, like where he's just kind of passive in some stories. But then there's just so many mopey Hex stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, Liam.
Number 2 for me, Crimes of Thomas Brewster.
Okay, I'm really
Ooh,
looking around
controversial.
for where is that stupid spy camera? It's the last place. It's probably okay. I think I know where it is.
On your shoulder, you know.
It's implanted in your shoulder.
Ooh. Crimes of Thomas Brewster. So I'm going to piggyback on this because that is actually my number 2. Crimes of Thomas Brewster is an amazing story. Sadly, it's our last adventure with Evelyn, or basically our last trilogy story with Evelyn in it. We get the introduction to Humphrey's favorite companion ever, which is Flip.
Indeed.
And then we have the best companion that's not been a companion, but should be a companion. Continuing on,
Menzies.
who is now totally got kind of sort of the whole timey-wiminess, not because, she's seen the Doctor 2 times or whatever, but because she's seen the astronaut's wife or something like that. Or I can't, but or no, she's watched Back to the Future. So she's got this whole time thing.
Yes.
And so I just love the interplay with Charlie and Menzies. And
you are right. It's the time traveler's wife.
yeah, I think I said the astronaut's wife, but I knew I'm glad that you knew what I was talking about.
It's a good book.
I would like a further story with those robot insect mosquitoes. I think they were a fun villain.
Yes.
And I like that Evelyn used the Doctor's coat as a way of overloading some of their senses too.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes.
All right.
It was indeed.
So yeah, that's my number 2. So me and Liam are Crimes of Thomas Brewster number 2. Let's see, Legion, what's your number 2?
The Angel of Scutari.
Ah.
I like a
Oh.
historical. I liked learning about the Crimean War and how, fallible Florence Nightingale was and the British Army was. And it's the cliffhanger is just sublime because, we don't get a resolution to the cliffhanger for a year. It might even be a year and a half.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, that was our first introduction to there being a black TARDIS and a white TARDIS.
The black and white TARDIS.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the first
That was
introduction
really
of the
cool.
white TARDIS, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love that
That
it
was
was
really
meant to
Yeah.
be. I think Nick Briggs in an interview said that they were going to quickly, explain that away in the next episode, and then they forgot. And then they were able to use it as the trilogy leading up to, what is it? The Hemivore storyline.
Gods and Monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I like as well realizing that the TARDIS is white is if you're not listening properly, you won't pick up on it.
No.
It's like literally, oh, it's white. Yeah, no, we've not got time for this. It's literally that. But it's a good historical as well.
It was, if we did a top 10 of the most rated on timescales, I believe it would come in probably number 8. Because The Condemned came in 6. The Girl Who Never Was came in 7th. And so looking at all the ratings, I think that would come in as number 8. So number 2, what's yours, Humphrey?
Well, we mentioned this earlier. It's the Doomwood Curse.
Oh, it is just a fun story.
It is. It's great fun. And I like the historical setting as well. It's a Jackie Rayner story, let's face it.
So when
brilliant.
I first listened to this, I didn't have good opinions on it. And then it ended up as my randomized selectron once from you guys. And I loved it.
I missed the randomizer. We should do that again one of these times.
We should do that again.
All right. And number 1, I'm going to
Yes.
go with Humphrey to give his number 1 because I think a couple of us might have the same number 1. So, Humphrey, what is your number 1?
My number 1 is The Bride of Peladon.
Interesting. Why?
That is interesting.
Why is the Bride? I'm just curious. I actually, honestly, have never listened to it.
It's a wonderful farewell story for RMM. It's very well written, and it's a really good Peladon story and a really good continuation of the Peladon saga from the classic series. It just really works and is a thoroughly enjoyable story. I just, it sort of almost finishes off the whole original Peladon saga to a degree. Obviously, we get more of it with the Peladon box set, but at the time when it first came out, that's what it did.
Excellent. Also written by, I'm going to say friend of the podcast because he was interviewed by Liam, Barnaby Edwards.
I have to agree with Hump.
That's your number 1?
My number 1. That's my number 1.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I was actually not expecting that because
You were thinking I was going to say A Death in the Family, weren't you?
I was. I actually was.
So these two were very much in the running. A Death in the Family, Bride of Peladon. But Bride of Peladon is an excellent, excellent final story for RMM. It's well written. It's well paced. It's Peladon done well. It's the Fifth Doctor being... It's just a good story.
Excellent.
And it's got Jenny Agutter in it.
Oh, it has, yes.
From An American Werewolf in London.
Ooh. I like that movie.
I've never seen it.
The transformation scene is amazing. It is body horror. It was done in 1980. You're just like, wow.
You can buy, it came out last year to celebrate the 40th anniversary of it. You could buy a special 4K collection, and the discs are housed in the palm of the transforming werewolf hand.
Oh, what? I need to buy this
Ooh.
now.
Yeah, If I can find it, I'll send you the link.
Okay. All right, Liam, what's your number one?
Death in the Family.
Excellent. Same with me. Death in the Family, number one. Classic story. I almost want to say that means that Death in the Family is not on Legion's top 5 at all.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's sort of sat there next to Bride of Peladon, but it is my number one. Come back to me tomorrow. It'll probably be my number one. But for today, Bride of Peladon.
So which one are you booting off? Because now you kind of have 6.
I do. Okay. I'm going to mix it up a bit. So I'm cheating somewhat. I'm booting off 45.
Oh, all right then.
So Bride of Peladon 1, Death in the Family 1, 2, 3, and 5.
So does anybody have any interesting, because obviously I'm going to say Legion has what is it? Runner up or something like that for 45. Does anybody have any that almost made their list, but just came up short because it was just a top 5?
Yes. Enemy of the Daleks.
Ooh. I was going to say, if Humph was going to say The Boy That Time Forgot, I would have fire him out of my laser cannon into the atmosphere.
I would have had to excuse myself because I probably would have laughed so hard I would have wet my pants.
Oh dear, it's not a good run. 101 to 150 is not a good run.
It's not the best.
No.
Where it takes, I'd even say 100 to 150. I remember for ages, 100 was a completely different story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was originally meant to be written by Liam, you might know this.
I do know what you mean. I can't think it was going to be written by originally.
Who wrote The Wheel of Ice?
Stephen Baxter.
It was originally meant to be written by Stephen Baxter. And it was meant to be a Sixth Doctor story, an Evelyn story. It had blue in the name.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world, and all day and all night and everything he sees.
Interesting.
Oh, I can't remember what it was.
So, Liam, do you have any notable releases from 101 to 150 at all that could have made your list?
Really?
Yeah, I'm
No,
sitting
not
there
really.
looking at it. I'll tell you, I didn't mind the Heroes of Sontar, which...
Oh, sorry, that was one. Yeah, Heroes of Sontar was there. I think it was a toss-up between Architects of History and Heroes of Sontar for third place.
But I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to list off a couple of them, and you know what? You can say that you like them. I don't think they're good, but your opinion is your opinion, and I value your opinion. I just happen to disagree. But we have Rat Trap.
No.
Kiss of Death.
No.
I mean, obviously, we do have the Demons of Red Lodge and other stories. To me, the only great story of that at all is Special Features, written by John
Special
Dorney.
Features.
We have, obviously, Lurkers at Sunlight's Edge.
No.
The Whispering Forest.
No.
Plague of the Daleks.
No.
Paper Cuts is, at least on this list, it's not rated very high.
No.
I mean, A Company of Friends is pretty good. I only like Mary's Story. I don't like any of the others. I really did not like the Key to Time trilogy.
Oh, it was bad. It was. Take it away, Humph. What was it?
It was boring.
Yes, it was. Thank you, Humph.
And then, of course, we have the Thomas Brewster trilogy. The first trilogy, I think the second trilogy is actually a lot better than the first one, but the second Thomas Brewster trilogy, bad. I mean, I like Kingdom of Silver. I wish they would have done it just a tad bit more different, but I don't think it's a bad story. obviously I'm surprised that, what is it? I think, I can't remember who, but I was surprised that I think Legion did not have Assassin in Limelight on his list.
I get where you're coming from. And I was so excited when that story was announced. And I listened to it and it was rubbish.
Oh, I loathe that
It's
story.
bad. You know, we went from the excellent story that was medicinal purposes. I love medicinal purposes.
To peer
I know it's a
pressure.
controversial opinion.
No, I like medicinal purposes as well. And peer pressure.
But
I like, what's his name? Arthur Miller.
wasn't he played by Doug Bradley?
Can't be sure.
All right. Well, I guess with that, we will conclude this podcast. And
I can, just before we go on,
Mhm.
I can give you my reviews for March.
Oh, yes. Let's do that. Well, thanks again for downloading and listening to the Dr. Alhambra podcast. We do appreciate it. If you'd like to listen to the previous adventures of the Dr. Alhambra podcast and our thoughts on Big Finish when we do year-end reviews, our listologies, or some of our retro reviews or whatnot, please see our back catalog. We have almost over 400 episodes of the podcast. We'd love to get your thoughts. Please email the show at alhambraaudio@gmail.com. You can tweet the show at Alhambra Podcast. DMs are open. And until next time, we will see you in time. You have been listening to the Doctor Who Alhambra Podcast. Doctor Who is owned and trademarked by the BBC. Doctor Who Alhambra is not affiliated with the BBC or Big Finish. No infringement is intended. Visit our website at alhambrapodcast.weebly.com or email the show at alhambraaudio@gmail.com. Tweet us at Alhambra Podcast. That is ALHAMBRA Podcast. Thank you.